closer. Bit too much in my face.
Comfy, cozy, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoon.
So cozy.
Time I got she's fed and snoozed.
Say cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
Say cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.
Welcome back to St. Kohzee Center for Comfy Nostalgia. I have the kid with me, Kevy. As always, Mr. Sloppy Joe. Yes. And myself, Bear. We are going to enjoy some 90s nostalgia via some Super Nintendo games today, including 7-Up. Yeah, that was really a game. A real-life game. And then a classic, Alien 3. As well. We'll start with that one today. In the middle for our segment, we're going to be looking at a lost 90s Fox pilot episode of a Ben Stiller directed, Jack Black starring feature. Heat Vision and Jack. Pretty nice little pilot there. We'll talk a lot about it in the middle. How are you guys doing? Sounds great.
We had a week off, and now we don't know how to do it anymore.
We did have a week off. We were going to broadcast from Key West. That's where Kevin and I were last weekend. We almost made it, but a little too much partying and not enough chance to test it all out and make it work. We just decided to not do it.
Not even try.
Not even
Yeah.
try, really. Yeah.
I think better call overall. You know how many tech issues we've had. Plus, just being in Florida would amplify the difficulties, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. The internet at the place we're at
infrastructure.
was garbage. So
There you go. See?
it could have just been a bunch of frustration, honestly, really. If you're with us this morning and you listen to the theme song, let us know in the chat. Let us know you're here and that you're alive and that you're with us. We're going to have a nice, comfy morning. It's a beautiful day where I'm at. Hopefully there's no tornadoes where you're at.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one today.
Just one.
Just
That's
getting all
all.
the cold rain from that.
Looks like Joe's kicked off the game. I see something happening. Let me switch. There we go. I see stuff
I'm
going
just letting
down.
it roll. We can keep the banter going. I'll talk to you boys all day long.
All der.
Got
All
stuff
der
to do.
learn.
Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Actually.
I really want to play.
So again, is this another one that you guys had or you rented?
Rented.
This is one we pulled out of. Looks good. Let's try. I didn't play this one either.
Oh, okay.
Other than a little behind the scenes, just to familiarize myself with the game.
Uh-huh. This was a rental only. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe like at a friend's house and then... Or maybe they're both at a friend's house. I really don't remember.
Yeah, I have zero recollection of this game.
I know it's similar to the NES version, which is you have to go around. You have different objectives, and you have to go around the whole prison planet and do those. So let's pick one. And this is the find the prisoners.
Is that supposed to be Sigourney?
That's
there
supposed to
in
be
the-
Sigourney
Really?
Weaver, yeah.
She looks odd. I understand the blue light from the screen. I know that her head is shaved in the movie, but her face doesn't really look like that.
Yeah.
No,
She has like weird, long Romulan eyebrows.
exactly.
Oh,
She
yeah.
looks like some kind of alien herself. If that's what they were going for, nailed it. She looks out of this world. So cool.
Yeah, she looks pretty stellar. Oh no, this is
This is the game. This is what we're doing. What
this is it. Yeah, this is all we do.
This looks awesome.
Yeah.
Love
Oh.
the 90s mouth moving to let you know they're talking.
Right. slow text sliding, every character sliding across the screen.
The,
Let's see, I've got a machine gun, I've got grenade launcher.
oh yeah.
Well, limited.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got ammo on everything, and then flamethrower
really?
seems to be the best.
And dead.
Best all-around weapon because it has such a spread. It's two spread guns. They're the most powerful in every game. Let's see.
She moves like an alien too, especially when you're crouched. It's like this weird.
I love the crouch animation. It's very weird.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the jump. If you press, that's jumping straight up. I'm just hitting the jump button and it moves you forward like that.
And it's
You
slow. It's pretty slow.
Oh yeah, very floaty. Also, she's jumping 12 feet in the air.
Yeah.
But her running jump is yeah, she should be get off this planet and go do the long jump in
Yeah,
the
she's.
Olympics.
Let's see. Her height is about 6 feet. She's jumping at least that. Yeah. Oh god. It's about an 8-foot vert here for Ripley.
Ah. Let's see. So I don't know why. I guess Alien 3, because Alien and Aliens, I don't think they got video games. Only Alien 3 got, got an NES game and a Super Nintendo game, maybe even a Genesis game. But I guess the first two had done so well, they finally realized they're like, oh, we have a franchise. I guess let's dump money into all of the crap that we can sell to people.
Can you jump to the when you were at the edge to the right? Keep going to the right where you were.
Oh.
You were at that spot where it looked like you couldn't go any further. Could you just jump to the right and land on that ramp?
Oh, let's see. Actually, no.
No. Okay. You
But
can just take the
ladder's here. This is looking very Chutes and Ladders actually now.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's why I was
looking at it.
when we were in the computer terminal and it was like the map, and I was like, oh, is that going to be important? It looks like it actually is going to be important. You don't even need the floating platform. You jumped halfway through it.
Right.
Ah, RoboCop versus Terminator. I see.
More climbing along crap. Okay, I guess this platform doesn't come back.
I like that. I like the dangle animation. That's cool. Lieutenant Dangle.
Let's see.
I never saw the third one, the third Aliens. By this point, was she just complete badass?
Oh yeah,
Totally.
Yeah, they made her a real badass. This was the one that takes place on a prison planet. The whole planet is a prison, so that's how they kind of keep people from having weapons. They add that the tension in the movie. No one has weapons because it's just the guards. So there's very few guns.
So the aliens land on a prison planet. We're like, no, we gotta go save those prisoners.
No, I forget how the alien gets to the planet.
Who cares? Let it go. Have fun. Knock
Right.
yourself out. Problem solved.
Oh, okay, now I said this was the best weapon and it's not doing. Okay.
I think the character animations are solid. I
Yeah,
agree
they-
that the crawling is a little awkward looking, but it is. They even have
That was
that
great.
yeah,
I mean-
the dangle. It's beautiful.
And the gun moves opposite of you like it would. They were trying to add some sort of physics into it.
Yeah, I guess this is one of those rooms that's only ammunition. So probably should have saved that room for later, but
That means boss.
Okay, thank you, Dwayne. There was a 1986 Aliens game on the Commodore 64 and Apple II.
ah,
Did not
I'm
know
sure
that.
that one's a blast.
I'm sure it is.
Right. I probably should have paid attention to the map a little more, but I wish it when you were the only thing. Just when
Just
you're
forever spawn.
yeah. When you're running around, I wish the different doors that would at least tell you what the door is while you're here.
That looks like it hurts you.
Yeah, it looks
Yep.
acidic.
Oh, that's supposed to be their like acid saliva.
Yeah, and
I
there's
don't know why
nothing
they're
even
piping
here.
it in, but
Yeah, why is it? Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a lot of dead ends.
There are. Or you have to go through a room like this to get to a room you need to be in to do whatever the objective is. And I know there's one of these doors that leads me to where some of the prisoners are, so I should probably
Get up there and get
some
that
of
health.
Yeah.
you almost out of bullets.
Oh, I got 9 more clips.
Oh, I thought that one were your grenades.
Yeah, I forget I even have those grenades because I have the it's a limited resource. I need to save it for an important moment, and then there's never an
Never
important
use
enough
it.
moment. Never use it.
I feel like that was me and the Fat Man on Fallout stuff. I just end up saving those nukes and then never use them.
Then what's fun to do if you
Or
end
the
up
Stealth
with that,
Boy. Stealth Boy, Fat Man, like anything that's like super premium, like I'll just hang on to this and then never used it.
I can't use this. It's super premium. I might need it. I really need it now. Not gonna use it. I'll still do it the hard way. What's fun to do with the Fat Man though is if you store all the, you have a bunch of mini nukes and you get the Merv.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it just launches like 8 of them. If you do
Carpet
that
bombing.
oh boy, if you do that on console, it will lag the console to crashing sometimes. Okay.
Plenty of fun things to do with Fat Man, Joe.
Yes.
Hey, welcome Fat A, as a matter of fact. Rose back. Hey, a prisoner.
There he is.
He's
He's
crucifixed.
fine.
He's
Yeah, he's able to yell help. He's
nice.
the aliens explode.
Really,
with
yeah, I noticed that.
Screen-shaking violence.
Look at that bird. Gosh.
He's fine. Now.
That's it?
That's
all.
it.
That's all we're gonna do for him?
Yep.
Okay.
Walked up to him and punched him. Take it
Yeah.
easy.
Put him out of his misery.
He's not going to survive this clearly.
No, yeah, let him. All right, you're fine. Now you have to get to. Well, there's no escape pod or anything. You're right. Still dies. It's not even worth trying to fight most of the enemies.
Any reason why you didn't get that health back there? You saving it?
Yeah, I probably should.
Okay.
Because it seems to be when you get lower in health, the enemies start doing less damage. So it seems to be more
Strategy.
forgiving. Yeah, I don't know if it's strategy, but
Strategery.
that might be more accurate. That's what I'm doing.
Do you guys think George Bush played this game?
He did have a lot of
Do
time
you think
to
this
spare
is in the
office.
presidential library?
Who's gonna do their Dana Carvey, George Bush impression?
I was thinking W. Bush, because he's the
oh.
one that says strategery.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Getting my timelines all messed up.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, never fool me again.
Okay, I think this is another
Just
jump button.
ankle biter.
Oh, you also have the
Dang, the health is
weapons
just
are-
stacked up
Yeah.
everywhere.
the attack buttons, or all the guns are on their own unique button. So the flamethrower is on Y button, grenades is on X, and
That's good.
machine guns on A. So you never have to cycle weapons or anything. Which,
Excellent,
yeah,
excellent
once you get
comment,
used to it,
Fat.
it's nice.
Excellent comment, Fat.
Yeah, we're here to save murderers, people.
Pretty much.
Okay, maybe I'll check the blueprint, see where the hell I'm supposed to be going. Okay,
Or just find out how many are left, maybe?
it's not waste area. It's.
Oh my
you have to
gosh.
go through here.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a
Through
game
assembly
where
hall.
Kev would excel about remembering where he's been. I was never
Yeah.
the best at that.
To go through assembly hall. Yeah, and there's like 3, 4 guys in there. Okay. And that's in the top left, so let's go top left.
But you can't find that map anywhere else. You have to go all the way back to the beginning each time.
No, there's a couple terminals, and yeah, you can use any of them. Yep. Can't jump off of ladders. Can't use ladders, apparently. Let's go. Wrong side. What?
And then you landed on the ladder.
Yeah. That seems to be the better way to do it. Just jump onto the ladder.
Yeah, use her exceptional vert.
Done and done. I think this was the one. I hope this is the one. Assembly Hall. Oh yeah, I have a little radar
There's-
too.
Guys just hanging out in the background.
Right. Very, very nonchalant. None of these fucking aliens is my problem. Yeah, there's just watching
they're
it
from
all
Brooklyn.
unfold. Yeah. Yeah, these criminals are so bad. Get them off of Earth, send them to their own shit prison planet.
New Brooklyn.
Yeah, Fat, we were commenting on the crawl. It's our first thing. We all like it.
I'll just do crawl, duck walk everywhere.
The whole...
Yeah, I need to be going through here. What we're doing. Just go through. I do say,
I say, good man.
I'm sure I'll die at some point, but definitely before we end this segment, you guys need to see the game over credits
Okay.
or game over screen. It's pretty good. Oh, yep, I can just make this jump. Yeah, the first time I played, I assumed I couldn't make any of those jumps. And was just running back and forth, like, how do I get anywhere? Oh, yeah, you just jump everywhere. Oh, there's some guys down here. Come on.
Apparently Fat is watching us from some sort of dockyard.
I guess he's
What?
fishing.
Oh.
I've done
St.
that.
Kohzee's pairs well with fishing.
Oh, yeah. It's all about that comfy. Yeah, here at St. Kohzee, we only eat fish on Fridays. Not really, though. Man, there's a lot of aliens in this.
Yeah, that's pretty much non-stop spawning. Okay. This one song is okay. I don't know if there are other
There was a
songs
prisoner.
on the
There was
soundtrack.
a prisoner there. Did you see him?
Bottom left?
Bottom left.
Nope.
And there he is. He has an arm hanging.
Yeah. Help! He sounds like Deckard Cain from Diablo. Okay.
I like the various layouts of this prison. You can see that some parts were built in the 1800s and some are space station style. They've
Yeah,
really been
this is.
expanding it over the centuries.
Well, I can't imagine how long it takes to build a prison on a. Yeah, it's kind of. I assume it would be like highway work or highway. You know, you build a new lane of highway, and as soon as you finish, it's time to go back and start another one. So.
Well, it's a little snake eats its tail. You got to have prisoners to build the prison, so got to find
Start
some-
arresting people.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
right, get 'em
start
in there.
arresting people.
This prison's not going to build itself.
All right, we're low on health, sir. We are low on health. Might need to look for
Okay.
some of them boxes.
No, I think the radar only shows enemies. It would be nice if it showed other stuff.
Forgot about that little radar thingy.
Did I get? Is there 4 guys in here? I think I need to go down on this side. Go to the right. Go down. Oh. Maybe.
Respawned. Why not?
Yep, perfectly. They put them perfectly where you're gonna be. Yeah, okay, I can't do it. I'll just fall down. Get out of here.
How? Yeah. That's not a good feature of this game. I think once you clear an area, they shouldn't respawn at the same rate when you started. Maybe like 10% respawn or something. Because this game is a lot about finding stuff, and so once you've cleared out an area, it makes no sense for them to respawn at 100%.
Yeah.
It's like a cheap way to make the game harder.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree. Or boring, because then it's just like you're just killing over and over and over again, and It doesn't have the same kind of joie de vivre.
Yeah, man. That
The
Je
items
ne sais
respawn.
quoi. No,
Of course not.
of course not.
Yeah, I bet the aliens watching you with your incredible vert are like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
You can jump higher than
Thing
us.
out of here.
yeah.
Who's
we're
the
gonna have a
alien?
problem with this Sigourney Weaver jumping all over the place.
She's killed hundreds of us. We got to get rid of her.
Ooh, this looks very
Catacombs.
weapons room 11. Maybe that's the move.
Hello.
There's no health in there.
Resupply.
Okay. Where are the prisoner?
Medical bay get you some healthies.
Yeah, I might need to go back down there. Oh yeah, for sure. There they are. And this doesn't have any guys though.
Do we have any kind of counter that lets us know where we're at? Like, oh, 3 more left or something.
I think I have to do it in the terminal.
Okay.
I think this will show up on the blueprints if I haven't found them. Yeah, this is all just power-ups in there. And this goes to another medic bay. 3-phase fuse box. Okay, that
Got
must be
that. It's
another
very important.
objective.
One.
It's got 3 phases.
3 phases. It's got 3
Better than the 2-phase. Well,
Oh,
obviously.
totally better than the 2 phase.
One phase better.
What? A 1 phase fuse box? What year is
No,
this?
What?
3 phase is one better than the 2 phase.
Oh.
No, it's 7-minute abs. You can't get enough. You can't get enough electricity with just 2 fuses. Just 1 fuse. You need. Okay. Cell block 3, cell block 4.
You just shut down your own joke, Joe?
Yeah, you
Yes.
milked that fuse box joke for all it's worth.
You keep it going.
Let's see. Sorry, I had to read too. So can't do both. 3 and 4. None of you remember where those are at. Yeah, the grenades have seemed like overkill, at least at this point. I'm guessing maybe there are some stronger enemies that show up later. This mid bay? Yes.
Yeah, girl.
We'll just take all that.
Yeah,
Eat
why
all
not just
them.
make that a full health bar one then? Why make us walk through 4 of them? I don't. That makes some sense.
Because we already programmed it as 25%.
Yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, fine, whatever. Did I miss one in here?
Okay, I'm already suggesting something for game devs here for this game. I would say less enemies that are stronger. I think that would be more interesting for me playing this game. And then once you clear an area, the respawn rate is like 10% or something. So it keeps you honest, but
Yeah. You don't have to. Yeah, you're not eating through all of your ammo. Like really, I mean, all the enemies now I can just jump over. I think only in the ducks would I have to kill them.
and the big full-size regular aliens are as weak essentially as the small ones, the face suckers or whatever. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's no. It doesn't tell you what room you're in.
Are those candles at the bottom? Is that what they're using
Yes,
to
they are.
illuminate? Kev's right. This is like 1890 meets, 2900 or something.
He's in the 1890s section. You know, the 1800s had open lava pits and candles and
Just molten metal everywhere.
a very dangerous place.
I wonder what happens if you fall into the lava.
Wrong movie. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah,
Fine,
you
doesn't
just
hurt
take
that
20
bad.
points of damage, like in real life. Okay. I think there was a guy to the right in here I didn't get. Maybe.
Oh.
A little monkey bars action.
Again,
Yeah,
great
that's-
animation
that-
on that.
Yeah, the sway of the gun. Nope, just some
No melee attacks, I'm assuming?
Nope. Back up.
Yeah, this game is infuriating just for the amount of walking that you have to do.
This was the weapon cache going that way. That's one bullet. Pop, pop, pop.
All right, thanks, Ro. GamePro praised this version for its music, sound effects, graphics, and concluded that the game was highly original, enough to please even jaded veterans of the Alien 3 wars on other systems.
What?
Yeah, I agree, Dwayne. She's skipping like 3 bars in between there. She's
she's a
stronger than
beast.
any alien in this.
She's
Yeah.
American Ninja Warrior for sure.
Fuck.
It's all right. She can just jump back up and grab it from the
Right.
base level.
Got enough bones are strong enough to survive that fall, no problem.
Oh, that's true. I haven't noticed any fall damage.
There is none. There's got to be a guy up top left, right? Left, right? Mm.
Change of direction there, huh?
Don't know that one, huh?
Okay.
Does seem
yeah.
like she has a pretty big hitbox as well, so I'm surprised I didn't take damage jumping between them slow enemies. I mean, I'm so good is what I meant. That's what Dave would edit the episode and make me sound like I'm real good at the game.
Oh, for sure.
Just edit out anytime I get hit.
Edit in a speed run of this.
Is that, was this a game released in '92, Ro? Is that what? Or was the SNES version released at a different year? I was curious about that because it looks and sounds pretty darn good. Which would have
Yeah.
still been in the early phases of the SNES games, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a little upset I didn't have this game as a kid because it looks awesome and I had the time to dedicate hours to running around this prison.
Yeah.
Solid. I wish we had had it too, Kev.
I'm guessing your grandma didn't get this one for you, Joe.
Too violent.
Women aren't heroes.
It was probably tangled up in that somewhere.
Oh wow. Okay, there's more good game packs coming in. Dwayne says fall damage is non-existent in games before 2000. You'd be right. But Rose says that this game was runner-up for best movie game, losing to Aladdin.
I don't think I can argue with that at this point. This is a competent game at least, which if you've played enough movie or licensed video games, you know that they can be. They're mostly trash. Yeah, just jump the whole way.
Oh, it's incredible. The jump is absolutely overpowered.
I've gotten all the people in this.
Yeah,
round.
what's the point of that?
And there was this guy down here that we got. Ah, there he is, bottom left. Hey. Yes, how do we get down there? I want to help you, sir. The icon for the flame fuel just looks like just that's some raspberry jam.
Delicious.
Making me hungry for breakfast. Toast with jam. Eep. Yeah, the nice drippy, the eggs, all the animation, even on like the egg little flaps opening.
Yeah.
They had
Egg
good
flaps.
artists in this game. Yeah, egg
Just
flaps.
flamed him.
He's fine.
What's that little sound? Oh, that's your
don't
radar.
know.
Okay.
But maybe it's my. Is that telling me that Objective is
Enemies
finished. I
nearby.
was,
It's definitely making some kind of indication.
it's definitely doing something. I don't like when you're in midair, you can't aim down.
No directionality.
No, but only when if you're hanging from these, you can. But then they do
All
that.
right, we're gonna.
Oh,
need
it's my
some
health.
healths. We need some healths.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if I can get out of here and I can get back to that med bay, just get all that health. Where are we at? We're at
Really?
we're at 11. Yeah, we're at
Come on.
time.
What do you guys think? Okay, so
Wow,
this is a
this
pretty
went on-
highly ranked game according to Rose Facts. I can see why. I don't remember it playing like this though. I guess I just don't remember it that well. I do remember Ripley and her animations a little bit. Must have been a late night rental. Okay, absolutely need health.
Yeah, that's right. Mina Moody kind of sounds like a tag team in WWF.
By the way, wrestling, I guess professional wrestling, I didn't realize how strong of a community they've had. Because, you know, I moved on in my life after about 1993 or whatever. But apparently a lot of people are still very into it. The community is vibrant.
Yeah, it's
Huge following. So it's interesting. I wonder if there's ever been any professional wrestlers that have transitioned to formal acting. Like serious roles. I know The Rock's done comedic things, but not too many serious things.
no, I don't think anything.
Action stuff is the only way I can do it.
Yeah, it's all been action stuff. Trying
Right.
to transition to action comedy. The Marine. You know, stuff like that.
Came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
I mean, imagine like Daniel Day-Lewis
Yeah, they lived
opposite
really good.
Daniel Day-Lewis opposite like Ric Flair or Randy Savage. Some serious.
Just having Ric
Need
Flair
that.
cut a promo on Daniel Day-Lewis would be amazing.
Just
Oh,
can't
now
hold
we're on
these
this.
gators down.
We are deathly low on healths.
Yeah, and now the game only wants to give me ammunition.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, you almost over jumped the platform. Cool. Look, they
Does
even
it-
have rain in here. Acid rain. Chocolate rain.
Get out of there.
1%. 1%.
Yeah, these consoles have to be for another mission. And I guess you can only do one mission at a time because I can't interact with those at all.
And we have no idea where the healths might be, right?
Not off the top of my head right now. I have to go back to a terminal to find a med bay. I was hoping.
Oh, there's a
guy.
bro.
So we're in the right place, finally. Oh my god.
That's it, huh?
Invisible! Invisible.
Hiding. The same color as the background. Ooh, wow. Perfect.
Not from this game.
Wow.
But it was too good not to use, right?
Well done. Well played. Good
At
callback.
first in that song, I thought it was the It's like, why are they using that?
Would have been nice. I think that was good. We can always revisit a game if we really like it or we want to try and get further.
You're right.
I just
Joe.
want you to keep dying so I can hear game over, man.
Yeah.
Game over, man.
I gotta wipe my nose real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, today for our segment in between games, we are going to be examining Heat Vision and Jack, a late 90s Fox pilot that was directed by Ben Stiller, written by Dan Harmon, starring Jack Black. That's the most important details of it. I know a few of you have probably seen this because it's available for viewing. And I'm not really sure how the segment's going to go down as far as our discourse on it. But most of you probably at least know those three creators and their work. And even if you don't know Heat Vision and Jack, it's absolutely a late 90s kind of nostalgia. It is nostalgia in and of itself. It's like it is nostalgic to us of the times, but the show is definitely poking fun at a lot of tropes of television in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So
yeah, I got a lot of Airwolf vibes. Knight
It was-
Rider.
Yeah, Knight Rider
Combine
and
them all.
yeah, Knight Rider and like $6 Million Man were the two
Yes.
that came to mind for me. Yeah, you've got a talking vehicle and you've got a guy with superpowers. Science Gone Awry, which was a whole subgenre of shows. He fused with a machine and now he can X-ray through walls, and that's the only power he gets. I know that's a
But it
terrible
always
example.
ends up being the power he needs.
Right, in every
Always.
episode.
I mean, that's not a bad lesson in life. All you have is what you need. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
They were trying to teach us something. You're right, Bear.
I'm gonna
We learned
attempt.
something along the way.
We learned something. We grew. I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, Knight Rider, but Jack Black. I'm gonna do my best to. I'll have the available YouTube video up, and we'll kind of like maybe as we reference it, I'll try my best to skip around and show the audience what we're talking about. But if you want to watch, it is available on YouTube in kind of low quality. I guess they
Yeah.
didn't have the original. When you see Joe sent us a behind the scenes. They absolutely shot it in film. So if somebody wanted to, re-edit and remaster it, it could be in, 4K or whatever.
It's a cult. It's cult status now. I think there would be, if they put it out, people would buy it for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little revival. All people kicking up all their old projects. They all have enough money now. They could just make that show if they wanted to for fun.
A reunion show for a pilot that never aired.
That's
Wow.
and they would do it. That's a great premise. They would. Yeah. So when I had watched this before, and so I watched it this week for the first time in years and years and years. And watching it, I really couldn't tell. Like, is this a sincere effort at a comedic show to they want to make more episodes of this, or they're like, here's a shitty pilot, no one's going to pick this up. What I looked up is that Fox did order the pilot. They just decided they didn't want to take it to show. So
I wonder why.
right, I guess it was. I think it's hilarious, and I think it's in that genre of comedy, of Mr. Show and those comedians of that era, just before its time.
But just try to explain that to TV executives. They've
Yeah.
no way. Oh, I forgot I have a card.
Oh. All right, nice. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the reasons that I would, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with the old process of making it in media, there were limited numbers of media streams available. Obviously, broadcast television is one of those, which meant there's a relatively limited number of time slots for new content. And so they have seasons where they produce a bunch of pilots, and then executives usually make decisions on which ones to greenlight and continue. And this one did not get lit for production. And I think Kev's kind of right on it, where it's a little too meta. It's a little bit too on the nose for a lot of things that it's making fun of, that those same executives were probably making decisions on just a few years earlier. And I don't think they got it, which is what makes it a cult classic.
Yeah, as far as a format, I mean, I've got some timestamps of either quotes that I thought were pretty funny, or some scenes. I mean, right in the beginning at about 39 seconds, where Ben Stiller's doing the intro for the episode, he says, "Our state-of-the-art special computerized effects," when it's like instantly translates that these are going to be total dog shit visual effects, and it's not wrong. Later on, when they show them, it's a green mat cut out of the person and they turn them green, and I'm pretty sure they just captured footage of sparklers and laid that all around him, and that's the computerized special effects.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to play that part. We'll see if I can manage. I know you guys can't actually see it, Joe, what you're referencing, but let's see if I can do it.
Yeah.
Hello,
About 2
America.
minutes if you're looking for the special effects.
Oh, 2 minutes is when he says that?
Oh,
that's
no,
long.
sorry. The quote is at about 39 seconds.
39 seconds. It just keeps
I
wanting
was
to-
canceled.
There it goes.
Then I won this.
Okay, never mind.
called-
I don't think it's gonna work. I can't really make it. I can't skip it ahead accurately.
Guarantee that it's going to knock you back onto your
Maybe
coal mine.
something we just either figure out later or we just edit it into the
Oh,
highlight.
totally. But
That's
I
it.
do have a
Yeah.
shot there. I have the shot of the sparklers that you're referencing with the
so
green.
trash.
It's bad. Yeah, the special effects are not great quality. Now this is 1999, so it was a transition time for between practical effects and computer driven effects. And the budget though is maybe worth. Do you have the budget on your list to talk about?
No, let me see if I can find it real quick.
So I did research the budget a little bit because as I was watching it, and again I encourage other viewers to watch it if you haven't. The soundtrack is ridiculous. I mean, they've got like Led Zeppelin and
That's-
Metallica, Third Eye Blind. They've got like huge hits
Tom
in
Jones is all over it.
here. Yeah, they've got huge hits in here. And apparently that probably was a part of the reason why it did not get picked up, because executives know how much that stuff costs. And I think it was the most expensive pilot that Fox had produced to that point, 1.3 million, which is a lot of that has got to be music rights. That's
has to be,
especially
yeah.
Led Zeppelin is known for very, very expensive licensing deals.
Yeah, that the budget, but also the way they point out in the beginning, he makes a point to say that they're great special effects, and he's comparing it to the new Star Wars movie at the time, which I guess was Phantom Menace had just come out, and he's talking shit to George Lucas about his special effects. So I know it was like intentionally they made them shitty to contrast with how, he's talking about how great they're going to be, but
Yeah, I actually do have the part where he's talking shit about George Lucas and rips the picture up. I'll play that real fast.
You have?
Georgie.
Once again, America, I give you what you want.
Okay. Please continue, Joe.
Let's see. Oh, another one in that speech. He's looking right in the camera. As a person you admire, I'm giving you permission to appreciate this show. That was the first thing that made me bust out laughing. I was like, all right, I'm back. I'm strapped in for this whole thing now. To just be that just level of arrogance is so great.
He's absolutely making fun of tropes on tropes. It's very meta there. I completely agree with you. It adds a lot to it. And I wonder if it was meant to be broadcast with his intro just like that as a part of the runtime, or was it supposed to start?
Every episode? That would be amazing if every episode was God, the balls.
Hey, Ferrick is with us. Wow. Talk about
damn.
meta celebrity showing up. Okay, you guys. Okay, so we were talking about the tropes a little bit. I would like to go through a few of those. And one of the ones that you guys had already referenced, which I have a picture of it up right now, is the super skill. Like our hero is going to have some kind of super skill. In this case, it's intelligence. And the backstory is some kind of ambiguous science of radiation from the sun, permeates his brain and grows it. And now when he's
Like a cookie.
He
He explained the whole thing. It's perfect science.
uses a cookie as a metaphor for this vehicle of how, or actually it's an analogy of how brilliant he's become, because his mind is now baked to fluffy goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes back to that trope of like you have everything you need, you get some superpower, maybe it's some radioactive ooze, maybe it's the power of the sun, whatever. Now, of course, we have a current story in our news cycle from Australia of a thimble-sized piece of radioactive material that they use for science purposes falling off of a truck, and they're warning people, you need to stay away from this. If you get within a few feet of it, you're going to get like hundreds of x-rays worth of damage to your body. So you're not going to get superpowers. You're
Nope.
probably going to die of cancer at an early age or something like that. But in
Very,
this
very
case,
soon.
in this case, for Jack Black's character, Jack Austin is the name, I believe. It's illuminated and allowed him to become his potential. That's nice.
Yeah, I wrote as that. Yeah, that's the trope. You get a main character gains silly powers via some event that would actually end as a horrific tragedy, and then he's also on the run from the government now. For some reason, they're out to get him. I love that this one is NASA. Sorry, Kev, go ahead.
I was gonna say they wanted to get his brain so they could study it,
Right,
but he escaped.
because him brain too big.
Him brain too big. NASA must study by taking his brain out of his head while he's alive.
Right. So, real quick, I know the show, of course, you're not supposed to look at it with this lens, but that's what makes it fun, right? Is how does he get the knowledge? The photons contain the knowledge and put it into his brain because he just knows everything. And apparently everything in his little power-up montage in the jail cell is just E equals MC squared everything.
Exactly.
Like,
I wrote that down on my list as well.
That's the shorthand for like
shorthand.
Smart. He's smart.
Which actually dumb people might, like they're not going to get the trope, but they're actually going to be like, oh, he's smart now because that means
he's
something
smart now.
smart people know about. So
Yes,
it does
picture
work
Albert
on
Einstein.
multiple
Good
levels. I hope I can find it. Maybe I can find it when he goes into his super smart mode. That's
It's
later.
about 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Now that's a lot later in it.
Yeah, I've definitely jumped.
I love how every time the sun hits him, he has to scream, "I know everything."
Right. You got to get that catchphrase in there. And what's the other one? Oh, knowledge is power. For real. That's like when the sun comes up in his when the title comes up. It's like, that's so, so perfect.
All right, I'm going to attempt to play a little bit of the scene where the son he's in a jail cell. He's been arrested, and at night he does not have his superpowers. But as soon as the sun comes up and hits him, he's now a cookie. That's probably enough so we don't get any copyrights. But yeah, and it's E equals MC squared is floating around basically throughout the entire montage. Ridiculous.
I don't know if y'all noticed this or if I'm crazy because y'all haven't mentioned it yet, but was Heat Vision played by Owen Wilson, voiced by Owen Wilson?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I love that they didn't even get him for the shot where they show how
No.
Heat Vision got melded to. It's not even him. It's just an extra that they found. Shots from the back, his arm in front of his face, totally stuff like that. I love how sassy they made Heat Vision, like in the pilot. So he was going to be a sassy bike.
Which is another trope. So it's totally another trope. Like he's all puns and he's very sassy and he's not very self-aware either. Like in the scene where he's fighting, I guess, the bad guy, he's maybe I can find it.
He's right next to. He has to go back and do the run up. That got me too.
Yeah.
I'll save you.
But he doesn't even run him over. He goes up next to him and hits him with his tire. Just run him over.
Yeah, maybe I'll play a little bit of that right now. By the way, that scene has some great Jack Black isms when he's getting hit with the green ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Behind the scenes looks great too because you don't see the special effects on it, and he's just doing it.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna play it.
Eat wheel! Come on, get up, Cookie! You want some more of this? Come on, punk! You want some of this? Please don't hurt me! No! Oh my God! Ow!
So yeah, and then the bad guy just pushes the bike over.
Yeah. Don't hurt me, huh?
Oh
His
Lord.
weakness, he gets pushed over.
And that's
So
it.
there's a lot of. I kind of just kept pulling random quotes because it's very funny. It's like a lot of. So when the sheriff, who's played by Ben Stiller's wife Christine Taylor, I don't know if they were married or dating at the time, but she plays the sheriff. She catches Jack Austin, and so she's got him at gunpoint. And what's the exchange is? You got to be, should be careful with those where you point those.
Point those things, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about the gun. Yeah, me neither. What? What are you talking about? What are you? If he's too many, it's too many levels deep of like what? Now what are you talking about? I was like, is the joke implying that she has a penis? Is that the joke, or is the joke that she tried to come with a comeback and it just was confusing and it did like that wasn't a good comeback? It doesn't make sense.
But they cut back and forth to them both looking confused about what they were talking
Right?
about.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have a note about Christine Taylor as well in my list. This is so I don't think that they were married at this point. I think that they were together for sure and on their way. They might have even been engaged. But this is pretty common in movies where Ben Stiller is involved and she is also involved, that she never has positive interactions or rarely has positive interactions with Ben Stiller. And usually Ben Stiller is directing her to like make out with other dudes. Now, this is acting, of course, and that's what goes on there. But it happens so regularly that I don't know. I can't help but wonder if he's. I mean, people are into that sort of thing.
Yeah. And yeah, now it's just like, and then the level of not only do I get to watch it, the idea that other people are watching my wife make out with someone. All conjecture, by the way. This is all we're just talking here.
Pure facts. It's kind of like a Tarantino and his feet thing. Like, you shot feet one too many times, buddy. What are you up to?
Oh, that's definitely an open joke. I've heard or I've seen a word show. I forget who it was, but somebody definitely called him out on it before with the feet thing. But yeah, it's an excellent point too. Yeah, before it was an open joke. It was, you notice like, God, there's a lot of Uma Thurman's feet in this movie that shouldn't have Uma Thurman's feet in them.
Well, now we know Ben Stiller likes to watch his women with other men. So, internet, go ahead and start that rumor for us.
It's fine. Again, like it's become more common anyway. I guess people are into it and they feel comfortable sharing that. And like in Dodgeball, he picks Vince Vaughn, which is like his opposite, some massive, handsome fella who's charismatic. To be with his wife. I don't know. That's good. I'm glad he's so secure.
Let's see. I've got another random line that I grabbed. Was in the beginning when Jack walks into the diner and he sees the messages in the blood, announcing the murder basically, and Heat Vision comes in and he looks around with his headlamp. And says, "Is that blood, Jack?" "The blood of tomatoes."
Dumb.
Well, I thought it was dumb, and I just realized that it's So whatever energy creature, which they don't explain, but somehow Jack Austin knows what it is, and then also knows immediately once he gets his "I know everything," he knows how to defeat it, which I guess makes sense if you just gain all knowledge. Yes, I know the weakness for this thing that I've never heard of until sunlight. But he turns him to ash, and so he must have used cans of tomato paste to do the blood scrawling on the wall. So it actually was tomatoes.
All right, I'm going to try to play the part where you're referencing, if that's okay.
Yeah, about 550.
All right, let's see how close I am.
Hey, listen, man, we shouldn't be fighting. Oh! What the happened here?
Jack, is that blood? The blood of tomatoes.
Yeah, they actually bleeped out the F word in it, which is another interesting thing because in obviously broadcast television, you can't drop F-bombs, but they included it and just bleeped it out. That's another, I noticed that being sort of rare as well.
While we're on the quote train, I'm gonna put this quote on a T-shirt and I'm gonna send it to Joe, and I want you to wear it every day. It's after his radio changes color, so he decides to hit it with a spatula because sure, when things in my house randomly start changing colors, I like to hit them.
I wrote that down
Um,
too.
But after he does that, he becomes the Gorgon or whatever the hell his name was. He looks at the hostess lady and says, all monkey sluts shall be absorbed," which is the best line I've ever heard.
You know what? That is a great part. I'm gonna find that. All monkey
It's very
slut.
Borg-esque. Instead of resistance is futile, all monkey sluts shall be absorbed.
Okay, so this is the antagonist who's an alien life form that's now taken sort of Men in Black style, now embodied in this line cook guy. So let's see if I can find it.
Needs a label. Call me Paragon. Call me Master. You worthless monkey whore.
Frank.
Worthless monkey whore. That's what he said. Worthless monkey whore. That's gonna be the merch, Dwayne. Okay.
There's also a really quick thing, and you miss it because the quality is so bad. But I did, and you don't have to pull this up. But at 10:27, after he annihilates and turns a whole bunch of people into ash, in the background you see 2 EMTs with a gurney with a little pile of ash on it, loading it into an ambulance.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to find it.
10:27.
10:27? Are you sure? Because like 10:27 looks like he's in his jail cell.
Really? I might have wrote down the wrong time. Dang it.
Let's see, because
Well, I'll find it
I
and
missed
send it
that
to you
too.
later.
I missed that too. So that's in the beginning scene where is that what you're saying?
No. It's
Oh.
it's later on after he goes. I forget where he goes, but he annihilates a whole bunch of people.
Strip club
Nah, shit.
before that.
I missed that detail, Kev, for sure.
But that's a good one. I missed it too.
That's a good
It's
one.
great.
I'm definitely gonna rewatch this again. Let's see.
I would assume it's a strip club. That's where a lot of people get killed.
Does he go there twice
I don't think so.
to the strip club?
I don't see it. I'll have to. That'll be a nice little Easter egg for later. Of course, it goes into a cassette tape too. Oh my gosh.
Of
Naturally.
course, yeah. Real quick, the thing. So we haven't talked about the antagonist at all. Who I don't know if you got. They mention it in the episode, but the only place I know Ron Silver from is Time Cop. He's also the bad guy in Time Cop, and he's like the NASA assassin.
He's like
to
Agent
retrieve-
J or Agent K or whatever from the Matrix. You know, he's like that kind of character.
He's the one that's sent after Jack Austin to retrieve him, but he's playing Ron Silver. He's also an actor, so
And they acknowledge it.
right, yeah, that's very. It's
People ask for autographs, and he's like, "Yeah, I do that on the side, but this is my real thing."
This is my passion. Yeah, he seems unfazed. Like the whoever punched up the Wikipedia page conjectures that he appears to be invulnerable, shrugging off the threat of being shot. Doesn't even care that she's got a gun pointed at him. He's, "You do it. I'll pull your lungs out your nose," or something really violent, like way too violent for a show of this level. Like,
Yeah, he does. It is a little bit confusing too, where it seems like he's, invulnerable as you mentioned, but then later he gets taken out just by getting hit from behind, and then he's out for 30 seconds or whatever. So
right, yeah, classic TV like judo chop, and you're incapacitated for as long as the story requires.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
It's at 10:23. I found it.
10:23.
It's like half a second.
All right, let's see.
Gotta help me.
Cuts from the
Okay,
jail
I
cell
can't get in there, man. Doorknobs, remember?
When he goes to the motel.
Come on, you big ball of gas.
Okay, we're watching.
Light my darkest hour.
Okay.
Okay, they're in the
Not
jail
you.
cell. Oh, you're right. I see it.
Perfect full detail.
I did not notice that.
Very Naked Gun.
Oh, very, yeah. There's also record scratches, by the way. Like when on the jukebox,
Really?
which is clearly a CD player jukebox, and then
yeah, wouldn't scratch.
I'd show it, but it's probably going to trigger copyright because it's the song they're playing. But yeah, there's stuff like that all throughout this story.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, Kev, it also, kind of one of the last things, I guess, was, do you remember watching those video mixtapes when we lived together in college? And there was one that did a recurring segment, and that was, had it gone to series, and they showed clips of shows like this, and they were all of this trope of science experiment, or something goes wrong and guy gains powers, or and now the government's after him. One of them was he's able to turn into a robot, really shitty, like 60s era Coke can robot. Yeah, real bad. I don't know, that because of the trope, it reminded me of that. Like, you could easily do a cut of Heat Vision and Jack in that format and it would fit. Had it gone to series, he would be, enemy of the week. It was is super easy to come up with. If electricity or whatever it was, we get no explanation for what the villain is. He just appears. You don't need it because Jack Austin knows how to get rid of it.
Right. Yeah, there's another trope was how he actually his roommate got into the motorcycle was, of course, just secret government weapon. Why would the government develop a weapon to put somebody into an object? Totally pointless weapon to develop.
And why was that the gun that they were bringing out to shoot Jack Austin with? They're going to fuse him to what? One of those concrete pillars that he's running past?
Yeah, they were just firing blindly into a crowd with that gun.
Yeah. That's really all the thoughts I had. I could go on. I think almost every line of this is quotable. If that technology existed outside of comic books and rap music.
What?
Yeah, the ability, what rappers are talking about disintegrating prostitutes, sex workers.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the main takeaways from me in watching this is, I agree with you that it is quotable, that it's on the nose, that it has all the tropes, that it's, making fun of lots of layers of things, and ultimately didn't get picked up. And so I think it's kind of cool now, and we referenced it earlier with wrestling, but there's so many silos of information in media now that it's impossible to really even have any kind of fundamental understanding of any of all of them, or a fundamental understanding of all of them, because there's just too many now. And back when this was being released, you could watch all the big blockbuster movies and all the main shows because there wasn't that many of them going on in any one time. So I think that's the biggest takeaway for me, is like noticing that era was very different, fundamentally different from how we experience media now. And that's kind of sad, I guess, in a way. It's also great that we get to have so many different avenues of expression, and there's less gates to go through to try to get something published. We're literally doing this right now for ourselves, essentially, but people can tune in if they want. And I love that, but I also miss like the nostalgia of it. I miss not all kind of consuming similar media and being able to share that story together. That is different. I mean, when I go watch a great movie, I'll ask my friends, have you seen it? And most of the time it's no, not yet. No, I want to. There's just so many good things out there, which is cool. But in a way, it's also kind of limiting because we don't get to share it as much.
Yeah.
Harumph?
Yeah. Harumph.
All right, well, we can leave it with one last quote from the show.
Perfect.
Which is, all monkey sluts shall sit on Paragon's lap. Which is what he said at the strip club. You want a lap dance? All monkey sluts shall sit on Paragon's lap.
Perfect.
It made me think that eventually, if he was left unchecked, he would get into it. He's like, yes, Paragon will fornicate with all of the monkey sluts. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Joe. That was a a good suggestion. And
you,
there's
Dwayne,
more of
for the
those
harumps.
out there. There's more. Give them the harumps. There's more of those failed pilots out there. We can definitely.
Yeah.
If you have a suggestion, let us know in the chat. We can analyze them and enjoy them. Are we ready for the second game this morning?
Y'all want to do that second game, dude?
7 Up, dude.
A man/monster of culture.
Okay. Gaming mode engaged.
God, this is already bringing back memories.
Yeah. There was definitely a PC version of this game that I played at school sometimes.
I think Lisa Dawn had this version on Genesis, and that's the only time I played it was when we went to Granny's.
Oh, okay, you're right. I think I played it there too, Kev. Wipeout.
Look at his knobby knees. They went through to give him knobby knees. All right.
Does it play Wipeout the entire game? Does it really?
No, I think the stage is different.
Okay. Oh gosh! Wow. I do remember this now, Kev.
Was Spot the logo for 7-Up? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool spot.
cool Spot. Yeah.
G-Spot.
G-Spot. Brought to you by 7-Up.
Yeah, this is one that my grandma bought for sure. So I played through and beat this one a few times.
We're
Okay, so
expecting
help
that
me
here
out,
today,
Joe.
too.
It says cool in the top left corner, and you're getting cool points.
Yes, my cool percentage is rising. By
Is that how
collecting
coolness works? I had no idea.
Yeah. It's,
18% cool.
no, it's in.
Yeah, bro.
It's token based.
I'm definitely gonna need some game facts on who greenlit this.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when there's plenty of movie and obviously TV show games that we've done, but this one's based on a drink, a product, a consumable.
Which was its own little niche genre. I remember playing. There was a Yo Noid video game on NES for Dominoes that was actually pretty good because it was made by Capcom.
What?
Yeah.
I can't imagine the fact that it's a food product. I can't imagine Gordon the Fisherman having his own video game. I would
That'd
love
be
to play
awesome.
it,
Grizzly old fisherman.
Somebody actually, Kev, write that down. Write down like niche, like food-based game. I'm sure like could make a real shitty Gordon's Fisherman platformer game that would be fun just to make. Oh boy.
Okay, time is important.
Time is
Okay,
important.
there's also the coins in the top left next to your cool meter. There's a folded over looking coin. It kind of looks like lips, and it has a 3. That's your lives.
So the folded over flap, that's actually his face, his little cool spot face, and that's your damage meter. So as you take damage, he gets more deflated.
Okay.
And you can get it's 7-Up. The little thing of 7-Up gives you more health.
oh, I didn't notice it. I thought those were some sort of deformed lips.
Right. Let me see if I can get it back up to full health. I thought there was one over here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a liar. Maybe I'm just taking more damage. Fine.
Yeah, Rose saying that there were other brand mascot games like Chester Cheetah and Noid.
Mm-hmm.
What a weird
There's
time.
a Cheetos game?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Is there a Camel Cigarettes game?
Not yet.
Could be a good addition to the Gordon's Fisher.
Right. Yeah. Terrible properties to make a game out of.
It's a cross-brand Camel and Gordon Fisherman game.
Sick. I didn't know how much I would hate hearing those two things put together, but I do. I would never want to eat that at all.
Fish sticks and cigarettes.
There's a Tom Waits album title if I ever heard one. All right.
How's the control feel on this one?
Control's good.
Cool.
It's jumping is closer to like Mario, which I think is kind of the gold standard for platforming controls. You don't have a run button, but so you have to hold the direction to build up speed. So you kind of ramp up your speed. So you only have 2 buttons to worry about as far as jump. You jump and shoot.
Yeah, I remember this being a very addictive, fun game. It's a good game.
Again, it's another one that's competent. It's not frustrating because they didn't know what they were doing when they built it.
Yeah, we got some game facts coming in here that this is ranked 88th of best SNES games, according to Complex. And they consider it an enjoyable platformer despite blatant product placement. So that's kind of what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, it's kind of the whole game.
But I guess if you really think about it, even something like Mario is blatant product placement at this point because there's so much associated media and products that go with it.
Show
Burger
right.
King had a game on Xbox. Wow.
Oh yeah, that was
Burger King? Why?
yeah. It was like
Oh my gosh.
it was like I had 3 mini games in it.
Is this back when Burger King had that promotional thing where like the creepy mask was being given away and all that?
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
But they
Yeah,
weren't even
weird
trying to hide
times.
that he was creepy. He would appear in people's bedrooms while they were sleeping, watching over them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, one of the games, the mini games, was you have to sneak up on people and give them, you like present them with a Whopper. So it's like a stealth. There's a stealth game. There's one I think where you're riding a scooter, like a razor scooter. I think that's a racing part. And then there was another, whatever the other third game was. Not important. Another one where the animations are really good. He's got nice animations. Like if you fall from a tall height, he'll like smash on his face and fold in half a little bit. Which if it was any other character might be disconcerting, but he's just a little flap of red. A little flap of red.
A little flop doodle.
Little flop doodle.
That's what he says in that, what's that movie called with Hugh Jackman? It's a musical.
Animal
Greatest
music.
Showman. And they're like the one little guy insults him and so calls him a flop doodle. I guess that was tough language for back then.
That's it. He had to kill that man in the street.
Yeah. You calling me a flop doodle? Okay, the crabs remind me of an enemy from a different game, and I can't remember. Is it Mario, Super Mario World? Is there a crab in there? Something that kind of goes back. Oh, I think. So there, he is a bottle cap. Spot is a bottle cap. Is that what we're believing?
Oh.
I don't know, but according to the game facts, this is a very well received game.
Yeah.
People liked it because it was. I mean, it's a really good looking game too.
Yeah, they did. Virgin Interactive, I think, was the studio.
Yeah.
Rosa.
Virgin Games.
It's hard to tell. Like I see the animation or the progression of you getting hurt and folding over, but I don't know. Like, okay, so how do you know when you're
Right.
done?
What's your last hit? Yeah. And I need this. Yeah, what do those crabs remind me of? reaching up towards that sky.
He's getting it, baby.
Yeah.
Oh. Rose says in the European release, all the 7-Up stuff was removed and it was just generic soda. Interesting.
I wonder if they're not allowed to market soda to children. Probably. They have all kinds of rules that we don't have. Freedom.
Yeah, loot boxes are illegal over there for like modern games.
Really?
Yeah. Considered gambling. How was that fish hanging out in that little puddle? You can't. 0 out of 10. Not realistic.
They say it's gambling? That seems more like something of, the Southern Baptist Convention would say about loot boxes.
Yeah, or that loot boxes in video games would encourage actual looting.
If I open any box, I could get. That could be anything I want in it. All right, just going around.
Have you heard of Pandora's box, fella? You don't want to just go around opening boxes.
Keep those boxes boxed up.
Was that a George Bush quote?
Might as well be.
Okay, so the little chemistry bottles are life.
Yeah, they look like little vases or something they're just supposed to be full of 7-Up. I don't know
Lifeblood.
why.
Bringer of life.
Yeah. Yeah. This does have kind of that issue with when you've got a bigger character that has good animation and nice sprites, it just basically makes your playfield that much smaller, so it's harder to see, what's coming up, which is getting me into trouble a lot on these ropes where I'm just sliding down into bees and, cuddly caterpillars that are very deadly.
I agree with you. However, it does do one thing right that even the Alien game did not do very well. It's putting you on the back third of the game mostly because you're going to be traveling to the right, so it gives you a lot more look room. But going up and down, obviously, is not as...
But it does move when you change your direction. The camera does. And it's not that quick whip, which usually is a problem too. If it snaps really fast, it does a nice kind of great. So I think they did, as much as they could to keep people from getting motion sickness, basically.
It also teaches you a valuable lesson that everything in nature is trying to kill you, and only 7-Up can save you.
That's right.
See, I just know that innately, but it's
Yeah.
good that they have this to teach those
educate.
that don't know, to educate.
To educate children.
Oh, sorry, Ro. You're right. I shouldn't say the S word in a 7-Up game. You can shoot straight down, but it's rarely when you actually want it to, when you need it to. Second check flag. Check.
I don't think the check flag gave you a full health bar, though, so I'm not happy about it.
It does not. Only the healing power of the 7-Up. Very jazzy.
Well, look at him. He's cool.
He is the coolest, man.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of a rhythm and bluesy. It's definitely following like 12-bar blues.
I wouldn't get too deep into analyzing the musical theory behind Cool Spot.
That's why you're not a professional, Kevin, because you don't want to dig into the real nitty-gritty on stuff like this.
I don't think they put that much thought into it.
I'm sure this is all royalty-free stuff. They just encoded into MIDI.
Yeah, they locked the guy in a dark room with a keyboard and he just banged him out.
Figure it out. If you ever want to see your kids again.
69% cool. Do you remember, Joe, if when you go to the next levels, does it change landscapes? Like, are you out of the sea and now you're in a
Yeah.
different environment? Okay.
Oh, I might be... Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be away from the coast or the sea, but it will definitely be...
New enemies.
New, yeah.
Okay.
I say that shit, I'm going to be a liar.
So
Oh,
this is the
interesting. Rose saying
second...
that,
Go ahead, Kev, sorry.
I was going to say that Rose saying that each iteration on different consoles had a different composer for it.
Wow. Guess they like spending money.
So that was 2 levels down, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So it was about 15 minutes a level, maybe?
Look how cool it is. It's the wall, off the wall.
Wow. Yeah.
In 93.
So
Space
you know,
age.
if an S changes to a Z, it's cool. If you shorthand long words like the, it's cool.
Okay, we got some lighting effects here.
Yeah.
And where are we? We're in the house. We're in somewhere. There's mice and men and spiders. Oh my gosh, they're wearing pajamas.
Yeah. What? Oh my god. It's like when the spike is that big, it can't hurt you. It's too... The surface area to pierce you. Anyway, whatever. This game's bullshit. 0 out of 10.
Black Widow.
Really getting into the precision jumping now. Yeah, they're little PJs.
This electrical wiring is not up to code.
Definitely not.
Certainly not.
Yeah, he only has a hot in the ground, sir. You're not
Seems
doing
like the mice are running things down here.
Oh, a green widow. Oh.
the
Super
deadliest.
mega poison. Whip!
Wow, nice, Joe.
I was just about to say this level seems a little easier because it doesn't have vertical enemies like those bees that can just move over anything, but they've got the spiders. They already thought about it. Well, did I come this way or not? I guess I did.
Oh, Rose was right. There was something about the area where he had to spell Uncola.
That sounds right, yeah.
Letters. Yeah, you collect letters and something.
I get McCool.
McCoo. I wonder if you can turn the lights on, maybe. Since you can't damage them. Maybe there's a way to reconnect the power. And then the lights
How with
turn
that
on?
electrical wiring?
That'd be cool.
What? Who has hidden their keys inside?
Yeah. Inside the walls. I mean, it is true that people who, like, renovate homes, they find all kinds of stuff inside walls. So. Alright.
Maybe Zero Life. Also like that if an enemy throws an object at you, you can counter it with your throwing object.
I like
I
that
love
too.
that in games.
I don't really know what we're throwing. Maybe we're throwing little 7-Up bubbles or something, but...
I think that's what it's supposed to
They
be.
kind of look like
fizz
little...
bubbles.
Yeah, they kind of look like little galaxies, though.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a little galaxy. Just throwing a universe
I'm
around.
Yeah,
pretty
Galaxy. Ah, he's a Sub-Zero class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Reminds you of the mice from American Tail.
I loved Five-O Goes West.
Oof.
I think I cried as a kid to that movie, which is rare. Poor little guy.
I know. We need to bring back sad kids movies.
No doubt. I mean, all the old classic fairy tales end terribly.
Yeah.
They're dark.
These shouldn't be for children at all. Yeah, make sure both of the parents die horrifically. Get over. Not without damage. Was it worth it on the Zero Life? Probably not. I don't have enough cool, man. Tell me about it. Okay, there we go.
Hey.
Yeah, what is...
That was cool,
That's a-
baby.
You know what it was? It was cool.
Yeah, that is actually kind of. There's a Chester game as well, and he was supposed to be cool, and this guy's supposed to be cool, but neither one were really that cool. I don't think you can manufacture coolness, no matter how many bottle caps you collect.
Everything goes back to Fallout. Time. Get out of here, man. Bullshit. Hiding. Yeah, this house is infested with Black Widows. You should just burn this thing down.
Half the 2x4s are gone. I'm telling you.
No. No.
It's all right. You're pretty good on health. Tough. Nice. Oh, even avoided the cheese.
Sound effect for bonking his head.
Oh yeah.
It definitely has the little flourishes that give it polish. Need one more. Uh-oh.
So you're rescuing another bottle cap friend from prison? Is that
Yes.
okay?
Tale as old as time.
We played 2 prison games today, I guess.
Yeah.
That was our theme. We did that on purpose.
I didn't expect a game about soda to be a prison game, but hey.
That's it. Ray-Bans do equal cool.
Yeah,
Well done, Joe.
Well, I think, so that's what, 3 levels?
3
I don't know how many
levels.
it has, but never
yeah, I
cool
would-
enough to get that one up.
You did very well. Very well. Are we going to call it here, or are we going to try to wade into another round?
Hey. Well, we're right at noon.
Yeah, we're at time.
Kev said he's got stuff to do.
Okay. All right. All right, let me switch my... There we go. Well, as always, thank you guys for joining us for another St. Kohzee's service. If you'd like to recommend games or segments or anything that's 90s nostalgia that we could vibe with, please do. I know we really enjoy that. And any messages from you boys before we close?
Encourage
Enjoy
you to
your
check
summer.
out Heat Vision.
Yes. Definitely 30 minutes well spent for sure.
Agreed. It is. I really wish we could find a higher quality version because it is a little distracting to watch. But other than that, it's very good.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in silly on the nose humor, it's packed full of it. So, all right. Thank you as always again for joining us. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Ro, in the chat. Everybody who's here still.
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, thanks for showing up. We really do appreciate it. It's more fun when people are in the chat kind of popping off, especially if we know them. That's even better. And so far, that's everyone. So that's great.
Yeah.
I think
All
we
right.
have to give Dwayne his snake rattle and roll. He's asked for it every single show.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's on the
We
list.
can make that happen.
It is on the list. I promise you that. Snake Rattle and Roll's on the list. Maybe we'll talk. We usually talk right afterwards and decide our game. So that's a good reminder for Snake Rattle and Roll. All right, if you're ready to hear the theme song again, I'm going to play it and then we'll close out for today. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Comfy, cozy, comfy.
Saturday morning with my cartoons.
So cozy.
Tamagotchi's fed and snoozed.
St. Cozy.
Got 3 days till my rental's due.
So comfy.
Left my homework at school. Alright, PJs, check.
So cozy.
Mixing bowl of cereal, check.
St. Cozy.
Toy commercial absorption memories, check.
So comfy.
Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.